What's going on, Joe fans? Mr. 1013 here with another review. This time we're going to check out G.I. Joe Classified Series figure number 147, the Cobra Saw Viper. Saw meaning semi-automatic weapon, first time in classified form. And this is a great figure. I wish he would have been a little bit bigger in stature. He has the padding and everything. But I think just to be like a real threat, you know what I'm saying? Just make him a massive character. When you see this guy walking down the street with the saw, you know what I'm saying? You really just want to be like, hold on, wait a minute. We need some real artillery for this guy. But overall, very nicely done. We could use a little bit more detail, maybe with a character like this, since you know he's in the trenches. The Cobra sends him out to do the dirty work. Maybe just give him a little bit more detail. Maybe some dry brush strokes on the armor plate, things like that, just to show some wear and tear on him that he's been in the field. But again, pretty cool, pretty cool. So we'll get into it. He has a lot of moving parts as far as his weapons and his helmet and padding and things like that. So overall, let's just check out articulation real quick. He has a lot of stuff that could hinder him, so we'll just start there. It looks like he does have his average G.I. Joe classified series articulation. It's just he has the smaller arms, and maybe that might have been a reason he's a smaller figure because of all the padding. But he has pinless elbows and knees. Head articulation. It does move this around his neck. The padding and the material around his neck is kind of soft, so he can kind of turn left and right, but it gets kind of clunky there, so you can remove that if you want. Arms do go up to about here. He does have butterflies on there. Ab crunch is existent. It's there. So the padding right here doesn't really affect him moving up and down like that. Drop hinge. He has cuts on the thigh. Double jointed pinless knees. He has no cut at the lower boot or at the up here. So it's just one solid piece. He does have rockers and ankle pivot down there on the articulation. Wrist at twist at the wrist. There and there. And that's about it. So he's okay when it comes to articulation. Now let's look at the details. Again, has a lot of padding, and since we're starting at the back, he does have a knife sheath back here on the back. He has a peg hole right there for his backpack and or saw that you could put back there, I believe. His helmet is pretty cool. It's kind of simple, has a little few details in there. Again, I wish it would have had some wear and tear to it just to give it more character on there. Has a green visor that really pops off, especially with the matching the belt buckle. Nice detail on it though. You can see all the straps and buckles here. Got the Cobra insignia right there. A lot of pouches across here, all molded together. This vest does not come off. There's no pin on the side, so you can't remove that. The waist piece is all one molded piece right here. The padding is all molded as well, all the way down. So this is a lot of molding. Now this could have been a deluxe figure, maybe almost like the Budo figure, where you could like remove a lot of the armor pieces and actually like interchange them and swap them out. That would have been a great idea as well. But again, Saw Viper is cool. You know what I mean? Let's get into removing some of this stuff. So you can take his helmet off here, and then you take this part off as well, and you just get a masked Cobra soldier. Metal piece here, not really attached to anything, but you get a metal Bluetooth communicator right there. And again, these pads are removable up here. These are removable down here. And that's pretty much it as far as everything else. Paint apps look good. Burgundy and purple. Little touches of detail that's here. Kind of miss some spots around the edges there on top of that black. So look like they put the burgundy on top of the black. Everything else seems pretty clean, pretty fair. So as you see, we just took off the helmet, which is an accessory. We took off this piece as well. So you have a little bit of customization within that. But let's take a look at some of his accessories as we move him out the way. He comes with this backpack. Color coordinates with the figure. We do have a peg hole right here, and we have one on the back. Of course, this one goes on the back. He has the saw. Is this like they're not bullets. So whatever he's shooting, this is, there we go. He's not shooting. So whatever this is, this attaches to the gun, and I believe this goes right in the backpack down here. So you can slide that in there like so. You pop that out. Let's take a look at the actual gun now. So the saw. So this has a few moving parts, I should say, not a lot. So you do have the handle with articulation there. The gun, what's the name, is removable. You can pop that back in there. Peg for blast effects. The saw that actually comes with it. So this is a nice attachment. I'm glad they gave us some silver painting on the actual blade here. Got the purple to match him. So there's a peg right up under the gun that you can pop this in, like so. And there you have it. And then of course, the bullets would go right in here on the side of the gun. So you can have the whole bullets from the gun to the backpack. He also comes with pistol, no removable clip here, peg hole for blast effects, and the knife for the knife sheath on his back. All black piece of plastic. So let's throw this stuff on this guy and see what he's looking like. So we can pop this back on, and we can pop the helmet back on. We're gonna pop this on. Now that'll pop right in. I like that. That's real nice, easy, snug. Looks great on the back of the figure. Not sticking out at all. So let me know. Let me know how you have this going. So we have the peg hole right here, right? And I know it's a lot going on. So when he is not holstering or has the saw on the gun, do we plug this here? That look, I mean, it fits, but that seemed like it's a lot going on. So I don't know if we can turn it that way, or it's able to carry. But even if you take off let's take all this stuff off, the magazine pouch, and you plug it in, there's not enough room. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. It's just enough room for it to be under the backpack. So maybe that's an instance that you can carry him, but it'll make them real back heavy as well. And I don't know if you're trying to run down like that, or maybe there's another reason for this peg hole to be on the back. Who knows? Let's take a look at the box art real quick. Maybe give us a little bit of explanation. So we got the Cobra G.I. Joe Classified Series box, S.A.W. Viper semi-automatic weapon, Cobra logo down at the bottom. We turn it to the side. We get the nice shot of the S.A.W. Viper 147. Turn to the back. We get a nice side shot of the S.A.W. Viper without his helmet, S.A.W. Viper with his helmet. We got him in the mean streets with a couple S.A.W. Vipers in the back. Look like they going through tearing some stuff up. There you go, better picture right there. Then we got the icons and the QR code at the bottom, and we're back to the window in the front of the box. But that is it. So again, just some minor things. I think overall it's a solid figure, not a bad one at all. If you again are into the collecting of the figure building, you know what I'm saying? You have a few of these guys on deck, and you can probably pose them a couple different ways. But overall, and again, maybe just a little detail. Maybe just like I said, just a little dry brush, like he just been in there. Maybe that's something that you can do yourself. If you good with a paintbrush, anything like that, hey, throw some on there, let me know what it looks like. But until then, until next time, I should say, appreciate you guys for coming through, checking out another review, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.